Got a limited budget and want to know where to spend all that renovation money? I will give you all of my thoughts from years of advising homeowners and sellers as to where you get the best bang for your buck. Hello everyone, my name is Cameron Stevens and I am a local real estate agent in Los Angeles and the owner of Stevens Real Estate. Okay, so you want to renovate your house. You want to know where to spend that money so that you make most of it back when you go to sell. Ideally, you'd make some profit. Perfect. Well, first I have to ask, how long are you planning on staying in the house? That's going to determine a few things, but let's just talk about it a little bit from a high level. If you're planning on staying in the home for 7 years or more, let's just say, you can go ahead and disregard this video and do exactly what you want to do. Look, you've lived in the house, you know what's wrong with it, you know what bugs you, you know what you really want to fix, and also you're staying here on the longer term, so you're gonna have to live with those things. So just go ahead and fix the things that bug you the most, or that you'll get the most use out of, or that'll make you the happiest. The good thing is that this is a long enough time horizon that you'll get a pretty good return on most of these investments just because they'll be what's called seller upgrades. Now, maybe if they're really, really funky, you're not gonna do as well on them, but the reality is that people will spend more when they know they're going to be in a house longer. And these upgrades, these seller upgrades, they tend to be better overall just because they're things that you're doing for yourself and future buyers can tell. So go ahead, feel safe from an investment standpoint of just going ahead and making the house yours. Now, if you're planning on selling, let's say a medium term 3 to 5 year time horizon, you're gonna want a little bit of a mix. I mean, that's long enough that you should fix things that you really want to be fixed in the house and make upgrades that you want to make. And some of those maybe you won't get all of your money back on, but do a mix of that and things from this list. That way, those things will be appealing to future buyers and get you a nice return. And if you're selling pretty soon, let's say 1 to 2 years, then you're definitely gonna wanna stick to the things on this list because this is going to be the best return for the money you'll spend. Okay, I hope this goes without saying, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. Start with fixing anything that's just straight up broken. The AC doesn't work, cracked windows, holes in a roof, pipes that don't function or are busted. Look, if it doesn't work, definitely start there. All right, let's get on to the fun stuff. Let's start with the big one, the heart of the home, the kitchen. The kitchen or the kitchen adjacent area is going to be where most people spend most of their time in their house. So aesthetics and functionality is key here. When we're thinking about the kitchen, the first thing I think about is flow. Now, can you knock down a wall or open the space up in any way so that it feels more open going into the living room or dining room? I mean, even a partial wall takedown can be helpful. Pass-throughs are super popular these days. Anywhere where you can get bar seating, that's fantastic as well if you can pull it out with your layout. Otherwise, focus on simple and clean upgrades. You may not need to redo all the cabinets. You might be able to just get away with new cabinet faces or just paint the current cabinets and then get new hardware. I mean, honestly, sometimes hardware makes all the difference. Sometimes these old cabinets, just getting some nice, clean hardware, boom, they're fine if they're in great condition. Now, manufactured countertops aren't nearly as expensive as you think either, and that can also really clean up a dated house. A new sink is an awesome choice too. New appliances can be good, just don't go overboard. Get something nice and middle tiered, stainless steel, especially if you have really old or dirty appliances, and get some nice middle of the road ones and let the future buyers know, yeah, these come with the house. Next up, a simple one, and that's going to be paint. Now, the inside is super easy. Just paint it white. It's bright, it shows off the most light, it makes any space feel bigger. Buyers might ultimately choose their own color scheme, but that's fine. They can paint it whatever that they want. but they want to be walking into a blank canvas. Plus, white is relatively easy to paint over. And white is neutral, so they don't feel the space is too personal. And like I said, it just helps enhance the feeling of openness entirely within the house. And that is definitely good when you eventually have people coming inside the house to see it when you go to sell. Next, exterior paint. Okay, I am not a big fan of the white with black trim that all the flippers are doing, but you should use some sensibility when choosing a color scheme. Generally, classic is always better. But do your research for the style of the house that you have. Make sure it fits. Don't use a ranch style color scheme on a mid-century house or a Spanish color scheme on a Craftsman. A simple Google search of most popular color schemes for insert style of house here, or even insert era or year of house here. That's going to give you some really great ideas to start with. You'll want to avoid going too dark. I think this black on black trend that's happening, I don't think it's really going to age that well. It looks fine on some houses, but generally speaking, I think it's a little too trendy and I don't think it's going to work long term. Just stick to classic stuff. So dark on the body and light on the trim, or the vice versa, do light on the body and dark on trim. It's easy. And then always, and this is a great one across the board, choose something bright for the front door that can pop. That pop of color works on every single style of house built any single time period without fail. It's just, I think there's something very homey about that bright red front door. And of course, it doesn't have to be red. It can be really any bright color, but it just works. By the way, if you happen to like videos like these, go ahead and hit like, subscribe, follow, whatever platform you happen to be on. That way you can stay up to date on all things Los Angeles real estate, because that's what we do around here. Okay, back to the list. Here's an easy one. Carpet. Very few people want carpet. Some can stomach it. Some are like, I guess I could live with it. Most hate it and think that it's the very first thing that they would do when they move in. And a small group of people literally will not go see a house if it has carpet in it. I know, I've had buyers tell me that, and honestly, I don't really blame them. Go with nice mid-level flooring. This definitely isn't an area to skimp on. People can really tell when you laid down that crappy entry-level vinyl that you got in the bargain bin at Home Depot. Go with something nice, something that has wood tones, and natural wood tones. We can skip all the gray stuff that was done a couple years ago with all the flippers. It doesn't work. Think lighter wood tones rather than darker. People really notice flooring, so by spending a little bit of money in that area and having it professionally installed, you're definitely going to get a great return on that investment. Next is the master bathroom. I mean, after the kitchen, you're looking at another area that people spend a lot of time in, so they want it to be nice. This one can get a little expensive if you go crazy with it, so if you're looking to just get a return on your investment, go ahead and just stick to tile, lighting fixtures, and any cabinetry. Also, quick tip, buyers tend to prefer a walk-in shower to a tub. So if you're gonna go messing with that area and you can make it a walk-in shower, that's definitely a value add. Now fixtures, don't forget those lighting fixtures. If you have dated fixtures throughout the house, then this is an easy area where you can just go ahead and blanket, do the whole house. It's not gonna be more than a couple $100 per fixture. And that's actually if you go with pretty nice fixtures, and it will really radically change the appearance of the home, both in terms of the amount of light and just the general aesthetic. Next up, the garage door. You wouldn't think this, but replacing a garage door actually isn't that expensive, maybe $1,500 at most, and it can really clean up the look and curb appeal of the home when you update it, and you should get more than that back without issue, especially if the garage door was either not functioning or damaged or really old. Definitely look at the garage door. Speaking of curb appeal, never forget landscaping. It is so important. This probably should be higher up on my list, but Landscaping, incredibly important for curb appeal. This is Los Angeles. This is an outside city. This is a sunny city. This is people like looking at greenery on their houses. So landscaping is a must. Simple is always better, which of course is a good thing for your wallets if you're trying to get a good return on your investment. So refreshing the grass if there is some, adding a few flowers or some succulents, that's always great. And don't forget, Los Angeles has a free tree program where you can get some awesome trees for free. I mean, that's like, you know, an infinity return on your investment. You spend nothing, you're gonna get money back. I always harp on this, but it's an amazing program to take advantage of. I have, and it's a great way to spruce up some landscaping that's, you know, maybe not in the best shape. Speaking of if it's not in the best shape, you know, if it's really rough, you might just consider pulling out everything and just going xeriscape. It might be a little bit more expensive to do it that way, but it's very desirable to buyers because it's so easy to maintain. Finally, let's talk about a few other random areas of the house. Windows. Let's start with windows. If they're super old, you might consider replacing those. You might not get the best return on your investment, but buyers are definitely looking for upgraded windows, both in terms of noise reduction, insulation, and ease of use. Also, patio overhangs. Those are great. Just don't spend too much money on them. Go with something super clean, open, wood, modern. I mean, LA is an outdoor city, so anything that's going to be able to enhance that outdoor space is definitely a value add. That also includes a patio or decking space. Don't go crazy with it. You can definitely overspend in this category. Don't go making half the backyard a giant patio. But sprucing that up or adding that can definitely be a good return. And finally, if you have a bit bigger of a budget and you have maybe a funky layout, a reconfiguration of the layout can be super helpful and a major return on the investment. The common ones would be if you have a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom, and you can add a bathroom, even if it's just a half bathroom, that is huge. And let's just say you have, another common one would be a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. If you can kind of work within the given footprint without adding square footage and squeeze in that 3rd bedroom, that is also an easy value add as well. Okay, there you have it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you learned something about where you should spend your renovation money to get the best return on that investment. And if you did learn something, be sure to like, subscribe, follow, whatever platform you happen to be on. That way you can stay up to date. And if you found this especially valuable, I would really appreciate if you shared this video with somebody that could benefit by connecting with me. It's super simple. You know, if you just hit share, there's also, if you go to my website, there's a button right at the top. It says book a consultation. It connects directly to my calendar and we can chat there. I almost exclusively work with referrals because you all are people that I know, that I trust, and that you guys appreciate the services that I offer. So thank you so much for referring me. And of course, if you were just stumbling around the internet somehow and you happen to find me and you like this video and you like my energy and you like my personality and you think maybe my expertise might benefit you, then I would love to work with you as well. As someone who spent many years in the entertainment industry and is a creative person myself, I specialize in working with the creative client. In fact, I say that, at Stevens Real Estate, we are tailored to the creative client. That's the type of real estate experience that I like to deliver for my clients. Plus, we have a ton of value-adding programs for both buyers and sellers that really no one else is offering. For buyers, we put together a full marketing plan that paints you as the right buyer for your dream home. We can also recommend local lenders that'll fit your financing situation, even if you're freelance. And don't worry about those inspections. We got you covered. They're free, all of them, no questions asked. And if you're looking to sell your home, we offer the ability to remodel now and pay when you sell with 0 fees, no interest, no upfront costs. And the things in this video would make wonderful candidates for some things to do to upgrade before you sell. Plus, we pay for all of the aspects of digital marketing, from photography, drone footage, videography, 3D walkthrough, virtual open houses, social media campaign, custom website, targeted emails, and more. Thanks again for watching, and if you are not on your phone, go ahead and open up your phone. There's going to be a little QR code. You can scan it. It will take you directly to my website to learn more. And if you are on your phone, well, there should be a link down there somewhere where it will be able to take you to my website, and you can click to learn more.